it's Wrestling Hero Figs. We are here to answer the question today. What Edge figure is the all-time best? Which one should you get? Well, it all comes down to as to how you want to display him. If you want to display it maybe with your Edge and Christian, you got options. You got a couple of options. Well, one if you really think about it, but I'll still give you more. I'd like to give you more than one. That's what today's video is all about. Or maybe you want to have him displayed with Lita, right? Because Matt Hardy and Lita eventually it ended, and then there was a whole feud, and it actually got pretty real, and WWE was playing off it, which is terrible in my personal opinion, but that's just a thought. And also drop a like. Drop a like if you guys think that Mattel should give us a current attire, Royal Rumble return, or WrestleMania. We don't know what WrestleMania attire will be, or maybe Super Showdown if we see him before then. Either way, I want to see one ASAP. Don't forget Rated RKO, Randy Orton. Even though they're feuding right now, a little history on these two. They were actually a team at some point. So there is a figure that you could also display, because that's the thing, man. As of late, everybody's been going Edge crazy when it comes to the figures, and the price that they're going for right now on eBay, it is ridiculous. And I'm sure this is almost a guarantee because this is notorious for Mattel. You will eventually see some of these being re-released, whether it's a store exclusive, regular line. If they do, the first request that I want to put in, you guys, I want to see it with an updated torso. Now, that was one of the biggest things that we talked about when we showed the beginning process of this custom. Now that we've seen him, like, actually, you know what? Even if you look at him at the Royal Rumble or something from Ruthless Aggression or even Attitude Era, the guy has always had some definition. And none of these figures really represent that. And you guys do agree with that? Please let me know in the comments. Maybe the Seth Rollins torso is an option. I know Ric Flair, we could throw that as an idea. There's several ideas that you could use. This is just something that we had started together, and you will see it. By the way, I already talked to Curbstop, my guy. We're already working something out right now to get all this taken care of. Here's the thing, you guys. All right, it's going to come down to several things. Obviously, the paint deco. Paint deco is going to be a priority, as well as the head scan. If you want my honest opinion as to which figure has the best head scan for this, I have to go with the Target exclusive head scan, which you're seeing right here. This is the one that we got off the Target, and I'll show you that a little bit more detailed in just a sec. This one had hands down the best paint apps for the overall look of it. I think the hair, the expression, it was captured properly. If you want like an attire, like which one stands out the most, I feel like that this one right here, which is Elite Series 8, this one. Now for me, I had a bad draw, man. Like I didn't pick this up when it was out in retail. This one was something that I had picked up down the road. So that's kind of like the thing, because most of the time, you guys, when you do purchase these, you get this long trench coat. You're covering the attire. That's how the guy had it displayed. I asked for more pics before even, doing the whole payment or whatever. He's like, oh yeah, dude, it's excellent. Don't you worry about a dang thing. But check this out, man. You guys see what I'm seeing? I know you're seeing it right up top above the R. You can see that this is the way that it had come in, and it was a big disappointment. I mean, that's really the only splotch. It is something that I could fix, but when you're paying, quite a bit for these figures, you don't want to get something like this. You don't want to have to put in work and add more to what you should have already gotten to begin with. But all that aside, you guys, I have to say that the look on this, and then there's a second runner-up for the attire. This one, as well as the ringside exclusive, which I'll show you here in just a sec. This one was awesome, dude. Something about the tight design, the bright red, reflecting similar to his return. It's more maroon now with what we saw at Royal Rumble. Even on the backside too, man. You see that? So it's not like it was a quality control issue. This isn't something that Mattel had produced. This is just, for being used and abused and played with. The tattoos on this one also were, they were all over the place. I mean, earlier Edge, which you'll see here in just a sec, you didn't have all of that going on. So this is kind of like a battle between this and the ringside exclusive. The ringside exclusive, this one also did come with a trench coat. Just about all of these came with an entrance jacket, but I wanted to remove it so you guys can get a close look. Because, I mean, universal across the board, this is the look that you're going to see for Edge. It's going to be just a solid black jacket. You'll get a little bit of like paint like for the buckles right there, but that's really all about it when it comes right down to it. Which this one, actually the Target exclusive was the only one that actually came with something a little bit different. I think there might have been one more, but this is the one that really comes to mind that just really segmented in the Edge Edge collection. It was just something different. It was something new. It was like a bright, well, it's not all that bright, but it's definitely something a little extra because they didn't add all this, like all this design right here to it all, like all the tooling that was put into this Target exclusive. This was awesome, dude. And this is another one that's pretty, you know, I would say really neat because when it comes down to it all, like the camo design, dude, I love the camo look. Something about the militant, dude, I love it. This one is showing just that. Now, also, this one did have all the tattoos. I did remove the arms. I do have a basic coming in. This one was just something that I want to get something going so you guys can get a good idea of what we're going to see here in the near future. But this is the head scan that came off this one. Once the basic does come in, obviously, I'd like to put the parts back onto this one and then utilize the basic head scan as well as arms, torso, crack it, and add it onto this one. But this one is still pretty nice. The ringside exclusive, this is the one that's going to kind of be there to battle it out to distinguish which rated R superstar. It's truly the rated R superstar. Obviously, like this one is more like when you say rated R, this is kind of what comes to mind, man. You get these beautiful ladies getting ready to hit the sack with this man right here. I mean, they're already standing on top of the R. You already know what they want to do on the side. We're getting the same matching look. And this one also did come with this belt. This belt is really nice, a little extra in addition to it all. It did come with glasses. The jacket, again, I took it off so you guys can see what was all coming down to. And this one, this is the one that I'm going to recommend to you to pick up loose and without a jacket, because fraction of the cost, it's like night and day, man. Like you'll pay anywhere between half to 1/3 of the price as to what you would get, be getting if you were to buy it complete. And I'm telling you, the jacket, it's really not even worth picking it up complete. And also the boots. I want to show you guys the boots. Something about red, this really turns up the figure. So these two are kind of battling for the best look. Again, go in the comments, man. This one, I feel like had I gotten this one properly, like completed, with the extras and everything and the attire not having missing splotches, I feel like that one would have overdone it. But for the time being, I'm going to leave that one up to you. And these ones you can display with Randy Orton. You can display right here if you want like a rated RKO. You do it with the ringside exclusive. You do it with the red attire. Heck, you can even do it with Elite Series 1. Now, if you want the Christian look, I think Elite Series 13, it's going to be a nice look for that. If you want Edge and Christian, this is going to come down to the ultimate look. Like, these are almost, like, these two go hand in hand. The blue attire. This one I liked so much that I had to pick up two. I didn't bother bringing it into the video. There's no sense. I just wanted to give you a thought and idea as to how you could display it. If you're more like an Attitude Era guy, because I noticed that, like in the community, it's really like it comes down to which era is your favorite to where I see regular posts from. So a lot of the collectors, it's all based on personal preference. But this one, as well as the SummerSlam look, the SummerSlam Edge, this is another one that you could display right here with Christian. So if you want something early look, this is going to be it. And there's really only been 2 head scans from what I've noticed. 3 once you added the battle pack to it, that they've never really gotten like all extreme with Edge. And I feel like that's a missed opportunity by Mattel. And this is a chance. And now that he's on a Legends contract deal, this is where they can really turn up when it comes to the head scan. Because if you look at the head scan on all these, they all share the exact same look, which is like the smiling grin. Elite Series 1, as well as the one that I just showed you guys, the Target exclusive. Those are the only 2 that have, a different look from the rest. I'll show you the basic in just a sec, because that battle pack right there, the one back there, that'll actually be the only one that'll have the true FX. Maybe, you know what, I think the SummerSlam might also have it, but here it is. Here's Elite Series 1. Now, the difference between this one, the Target exclusive, and Elite Series 1, you're going to notice that paint shading. That's going to be a big thing, not just for the hairpiece. This is more of like a brown. This is more like a dirty blonde, as well as the beard. The beard, you're getting a full beard with the Target exclusive Elite Series 1, and yes, I said that right, man. That's coming down to right there where it all started for Mattel. Elite Series 1. They didn't go out. I mean, this is the look that he had during that time, so it's appropriate that they did go with this. But if you do like a side-by-side comparison with this versus like anything else that we've gotten, you can tell that this one, they kind of slept on it, man. It's like it's a dark attire. You're really only getting 2 colors, 3 if you take the white into consideration. Tattoos on this one, you'll also find all of them on the shoulders, on the arms, because this one was based off a later Edge. Now that we covered that, This one right here, which is the battle pack that came, I think this was him and Jeff Hardy. This was based off WrestleMania. This one right here, you can almost throw it into the same realm of the smiling grin that we saw with the ringside exclusive as well as Elite Series 13. But what I'm saying is that this one, you're going to see all that fine print. So you are going to, you'll lose a little bit with articulation because this is based off a basic. But when it comes down to it all, man, one, I do wish that this one would have been Elite. That would have been really nice to see the purple, because for me, Attitude Era, this is what really comes to it all, like that purple finish. I know it's looking kind of blue because the light is hitting it, kind of funny, but if you do want a quick side-by-side look to it all, you can see how it's definitely a purple, man. I'm not colorblind. Well, I mean, I may be a little bit, but right there, this one is going to be the next runner-up for the best head scan. I think that really narrows it down, man, now that you're in the hunt, and I'm sure you are, man, because a lot of people have been asking, Hero Fakes, how can I get an Edge figure? When are they going to release it? Well, I hope it's 2019, most likely later on this year, if not early 2020. But if you want something to hold you off until then, hey, right here, this video should be a good reference. I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.